Welcome to the final episode of Mom's Basement before the draft. Ryan, you excited about the draft?
I am super excited about the draft, Ben.
There's so much that could potentially happen just with this free agency. There's going to be a lot of teams trading up, trading back. A lot of teams that are in the top 5 that need to stay there, but will probably trade back, which this could be insane.
This is the time of the year you don't know what to believe, though, when you read online.
That is true. There's a lot of fake news.
It's lying season.
It is. It's clickbait and trying to get people to click on it so you get paid money on Facebook. This is not what our podcast is about, so everything we say is 100% natural and what we actually believe. So let's start with the draft. Let's just go straight to the draft, round 1. Let's kind of give ourselves what the Bears are going to do.
Pick one's pretty simple. Chicago's taking Caleb Williams.
So hear me out. Everybody in the world believes Caleb Williams is going number 1. But we're talking about the Chicago Bears.
Well, you think they're going to bear it and take like a left tackle or something?
First pick, Bears are going to take Joe Alt from Notre Dame, offensive tackle. Number 1 pick.
That'd be something Chicago does, but I don't think they will.
This is the part of the draft that nobody knows.
Do it. Do it.
They're going to save their number 9 and get a quarterback there. I know everybody's potentially giving them Marvin Harrison Jr. and Caleb Williams, which, okay, good. I think Caleb Williams is ultimately going to be a bust in the NFL.
I do, too. I think he's going to be a locker room cancer.
He's just like, honestly, Diggs. Like, he has talent, but he's not worth the locker room headache.
I think you guys are full of it.
You had Diggs on your team.
Huh?
You had Diggs.
I thought we were talking about Caleb Williams.
Oh, okay. Well, both. I said both. He's going to be a locker room cancer.
I don't think so on either team.
Really?
Nah.
For the Bears? Or
No.
You don't think Caleb Williams is going to be a locker room cancer?
No.
When he said before the draft, I don't want to be a Bear. And now he's like, I'll be a Bear.
Before he even played an NFL snap, he wanted partial ownership of the team that drafted him.
That was nuts. But
he said nutty things.
How can you hurt him for asking? That's a good business move. I mean, come on.
You can't hurt him for asking, but demanding, that's a whole different game.
Yeah.
Like, you go in asking after you get drafted, hey, I appreciate you drafted me. I'd like to have partial ownership of the team.
That's how committed he is.
He's not that committed.
That's how committed he is.
He got his nails done and his phone is bling out and went to
looks fresh.
You also got to look.
He still needs a haircut, but he looks fresh.
You also got to look at the team he's going to. Chicago does not have a good track history with quarterbacks.
No, they don't have a good track history in the draft either. So that's why I'm saying they might take an offensive tackle, defensive end. I don't see them taking a quarterback at number 1.
You're insane.
I know I'm insane, but that's what Chicago would do. You can't tell me that's You can't tell me that's exactly what Chicago would do.
They would not.
If I was on
Chicago, their fans would sell the team.
Their fans are already mad they got rid of Justin Fields. Justin Fields is better than the 3 quarterbacks coming into this draft.
They should have kept Justin Fields. I agree.
100%.
Currently,
well,
he's got experience.
But look who they signed in the offseason and didn't get rid of the 1st or the 9th pick. They got Keenan Allen.
They have a stacked offense kind of now.
Yeah,
they got Swift
and they need a quarterback.
Swift at running back, yeah.
Joe Alt ain't throwing the ball.
You're putting a rookie quarterback in a very veteran system, which is fine, but how do you expect that quarterback to take leadership of all these veterans?
Yeah, you should have kept Justin Fields, draft Marvin Harrison Jr., and draft Joe Alt at 9.
Well, y'all need to get hired by the Bears then, because it sounds like you sure know what the heck to do.
It's not necessarily knowing what the heck to do. It's not being Chicago. Doing exact opposite of what Chicago is doing.
Got some bad juju of being
the exact opposite of what Chicago would do is what we need to do. And
what's the definition of chaos?
What is it?
Doing the exact thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Ryan, that's insanity, but that's also not the actual definition, which people don't know.
I'm going to tell you 2 words right now.
You know what I meant. Insanity, yeah. It's early on a Saturday morning.
You're right. It could very well. I honestly would not be shocked to see the first pick of the NFL draft. Chicago takes offensive tackle from Notre Dame. And honestly, it wouldn't even be the number 1 offensive tackle available. It'd probably be the number 5 that you could probably get in the 5th round.
No. You're hating.
If that did happen, that would shake up. Everybody wouldn't know what the heck to do on the draft. They're like, what?
Yeah. Washington would be like, okay, do I take Caleb Williams or do I just go with what I was originally
What do the Bears know that we don't?
Yeah.
Nothing. The Bears know nothing. Take Caleb.
This is sounding exactly like the movie Draft Day right now, Ben.
Is it? I haven't seen the movie Draft Day. I don't watch draft movies.
Yeah.
Movies at all.
Draft movies.
In all honesty, I don't watch a lot of movies unless they're cartoon and funny. So
You're a child and you grow up.
Bo Callahan was supposed to be a number 1 overall pick, and then Cleveland didn't take him, and he dropped down to like number 7.
Wow.
He's supposed to be like the best prospect ever. So.
I mean, also when you skip the combine, you really don't know for sure either. Like you're really taking a risk. I think both Marvin Harrison Jr. and Caleb Williams skipped the combine.
Caleb did a pro day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Marvin didn't even do a pro day.
Nope.
So.
He's smart.
How is that smart?
Bro.
Marvin Harrison don't need a pro day.
He's trying to get drafted late.
He don't need a pro day. His dad is Marvin Harrison. You seen 3 years of it, what he did in college. If you want to know his medical history, come ask him. You don't need to drive to freaking Indy to get all tested up and just to lower your draft stock.
You don't need to run a 40. You don't
got no, bro. Check the tape. Check my vitals. Pick me. So let's go win some games.
Why do we even have a pro day? Why do we even have?
Because some people need that exposure. He's had exposure for 3 years. Are we on the 3rd pick right now? Why are we talking about Marvin?
Okay, we're on the 2nd pick. Washington. Okay. Washington, do they trade back or do they just take
a quarterback?
Okay. Patriots, there's a lot of rumors saying that they're not taking a quarterback.
There's a lot of rumors saying that they're happy with Jacoby Brissett. I don't know whether to believe that or not. It's that time of year.
The alarms are sounding.
The alarm, Jacoby Brissett.
Bill Belichick's calling you, Ryan. No, if they don't take a quarterback, why not trade back for more draft capital?
They very well could be. Minnesota could be a spot to trade up to number 3 if they choose to go that route with New England,
I mean, hear me out. I know I'm a Bills fan. It's all biased. But if the Bills trade up, they need to trade up for a wide receiver. Could this be a potential trade up with New England?
At 3?
I mean, could this
just
be
to get Odunze or whoever?
Marvin Harrison might be there at 3 if they want to trade up.
Yeah, I mean,
a Josh Allen, Marvin Harrison Jr. combination would be pretty good for Buffalo.
The Chargers are at 5 are probably going to take a receiver, maybe, or Joe Alt.
They have to take a receiver, don't they? They don't have any
receivers.
They don't
have to do nothing. They don't have to do nothing.
Their top 3 receivers are gone.
They could also trade back too, and I mean they need a running back and a wide receiver. If New England trades, maybe the Chargers trade up to New England and switch picks and give them another late round pick just to secure Marvin Harrison Jr.
Not bad. He looks sweet in Charger gear. He looks so cool.
I mean, Jim Harbaugh, or is it Jim?
Yeah, Jim.
Is now the coach for the Chargers. Yep. I mean, I think it's funny. He's like, I want to go to a team that's kind of established that has a great quarterback.
And then everybody leaves.
Eckler's gone. Keenan Allen's gone. Mike Williams is gone. And all you have left is Justin Herbert.
I don't think he cares. I think he's low-key stoked. He's going to set his culture with his dudes. I think he's ready to go. I'm kind of terrified
Justin
of what
Herbert's
Justin
Herbert's kind of overrated in my opinion, but
I would love to have him.
Hey, Ryan, I have 2 words for you on that.
Yeah.
Shut up!
I said in my opinion.
You probably have Anthony Richardson better than he is.
Anthony Richardson is better than Justin Herbert.
Racist.
All right.
Cardinals?
Cardinals, again, if there's a lot of rumors of Kyle Murray being traded, so if Kyle Murray gets traded, maybe he gets
New England.
That could be, and they could do a swap pick there. New England gets Kyle Murray and the 4th pick, and the Cardinals get the 3rd pick. And
or
maybe
Atlanta.
Late draft pick.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. That was taken care of.
Yeah.
But I've seen stuff that Atlanta's talking about. Sorry to skip ahead, but that Atlanta's looking at like a backup quarterback for the future, like when Kirk leaves in this draft.
I mean, yeah, but Ritter, I think, if he learns
Ritter's not there no more.
Oh, where did Ritter go?
Ritter's in Arizona.
Oh, maybe that's why they want to get rid of Kyle Murray. I think Ritter's better than Kyle Murray.
You're insane.
I mean, I think he could have
about this stuff with you. Watch a draft movie.
It's a Kevin Costner movie. Come on, Ben.
Anyway, skip the Falcons. We're Cardinals. Anything to say?
Again, it depends on if they keep Kyle Murray, what that's going to do, and that's again what Chicago controls the pick with the draft. I mean, if they don't take Caleb Williams, then everybody's going to freak out. Everything's going to change.
Well, if the draft goes the way that I think it's going to go, I think Arizona's going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4.
If they keep Kyle Murray?
Because I think the top 3 quarterbacks are going to be, or top 3 picks are going to be quarterbacks, in my opinion. And then they're going to keep Kyle Murray and go Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4.
Okay, and the Chargers get Neighbors from LSU?
Or a tackle.
The Giants need a lot of help, man.
The Giants.
Wait, Neighbors. Oh wait, no, never mind.
For the LSU.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, I think that's his last name.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Xavier Worthy dude.
Malik Neighbors.
Never mind.
Gotcha.
Giants or Chargers.
Giants need a lot of help.
Giants might take this year again to rebuild and trade back for more stock next year. I don't know. Who do they have their quarterback right now?
The Giants?
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Still?
Yep.
Tyrod Taylor.
He's still on the roster.
Tyrod got picked up somewhere else.
I think New York.
I'm gonna look. I was not ready for that.
The New York Giants, they need so much help that I don't think they're going to get it in one draft. I think they have to go line because their quarterback and running back the last few years have been getting hurt a lot. So you got to have somebody to protect them.
We got where Tyrod's at.
He's at the current Jets right now.
Oh, the Jets. That's right. I knew it was New York. But so Daniel Jones. And do they still got the Italian kid?
I believe
they
so.
might, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they
DeVito.
paid Daniel Jones a stupid amount of money.
Yeah, he's got to play.
So
this might be a spot for Joe Alt. You know, Chicago don't take him at 1.
We still don't know what Chicago's going to do, so it's really hard to predict the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, even Chicago could trade 1 and 9 for somebody like baller. You never know. They have the 1 and the 9th pick, so 2 top 10 picks. That's insane.
Yep.
All right, and the Titans, I think have their offense pretty much set except a running back. Maybe this would be the best running back available.
They got Tony Pollard.
I mean,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Could you see Brock Bowers going to Tennessee?
Oh, that could be a good pick. Actually, yeah. Brock Bowers would be a good pick for Tennessee.
Tight end from Georgia.
Yep, absolutely.
That
All
might
right,
be
the Falcons. Falcons, we don't really know how to handle them. They'll probably start. This is probably where the defense starts.
Or they could take a old boy from Washington, the receiver, Adunza, or however you say his name.
Adunze.
Adunze.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in that
He's a
5
beast.
to 10 range.
Yep. I mean, I think this is the first defensive end to go.
Yeah.
Yep. They'll go to Atlanta. Atlanta kind of stocked their offense on free agency.
And then after that, we got the Bears again.
The Bears will draft they'll draft an offensive lineman for the first pick, and then they'll go for a center this time. They'll probably grab Barton out of Duke.
What are you smoking?
That's my prediction for the Bears. Every potential in the world to be really great this year, and then they're going to blow it.
So let's get back to reality, Ben. And
This is reality. This is the Bears.
the Bears are going to take Williams at 1, and they have to take a tackle at 9, right? If none of the top receivers are there.
Yeah, I would say so.
So
I don't think they need to worry about a receiver, honestly.
they got DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, but can Keenan Allen stay healthy is a question.
Yeah, Keenan Allen wasn't the problem in the Chargers. It was Mike Williams. But
Keenan Allen missed some time too. So.
He had to do all the work, though. There was nobody backing him up over there.
When Keenan Allen plays, he's a consistent receiver, so I'll give him that.
All right, number 10 is the Jets.
Jets, they got to keep Aaron Rodgers healthy, so I think
their offense is set. This is another defensive draft pick. Vikings, oh, God, we don't even know.
You don't think they're going to take an offensive lineman?
They might take an O lineman. I mean, offensive lineman or defensive lineman, I'd say goes in that spot.
Yeah.
Minnesota, they need a quarterback pretty bad.
But Minnesota might not have this pick. They might have already picked.
Yeah, they could have traded up.
They have ammunition to trade up, so.
Yep, they do have ammunition. They have a lot of late draft picks too, I believe. But
out of all teams to trade up, I think Minnesota is the most likely.
Oh, I guarantee you Buffalo trades up.
Or Denver or Oakland.
Yeah, anybody even Colts could trade up, but Jim Irsay's not going to pay for that. So
no, Chris Ballard's not going to pay for that.
Chris Ballard, you're right. Saints, they like Derek. Oh wait, we skipped over the Broncos.
Yeah,
who's the quarterback for the Broncos right now?
Not Russell Wilson.
Thank you.
Simeon?
Oh, Trevor Simeon. They might need another quarterback.
Or Stidham? Let me Google that one.
Okay. There's no might. They do need a quarterback.
Yeah, they definitely do. This could be. Is this a J.J. McCarthy possibility?
I think J.J. McCarthy's going to be.
Yeah, they've definitely been talking about it.
Yeah, but I think if they're going to get
Jared Stunnub and Ben DiNucci.
Okay.
I think if Denver's going to get J.J. McCarthy, they're going to have to trade up. He's not going to be there at 12.
Do they have? I don't even know if the Broncos have a lot of draft capital this year or
I'm
not.
not sure either.
Maybe they just take another year off and go fresh. They'll probably be a standout stud quarterback next year anyway. The Raiders
Need offense.
They got Garner Minshew, baby. That's a good pick. I love that, man.
They got their defensive line anyways solidified with Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to block.
That could be a defensive cornerback or
Possibly.
Or running back.
Running back, they lost Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but the running backs this year are not that great. Like you can get a running back
in later
third,
rounds, yeah.
third or fourth pick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Saints.
They lost Michael Thomas.
They have a lot of cap problems though, so they just need to just draft probably defense. Derek Carr's fine. Michael Thomas hasn't done crap, but they still have Chris Olave. They might take a wide receiver here too.
Yeah, they could use somebody to help out Lattimore in the secondary.
Yep.
They have 0 offensive line.
Oh, the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
There's your answer.
Yeah.
They're going to be offensive line heavy this year.
Mm-hmm.
Colts, they need a prayer, man. They suck.
Oh, wow!
You suck.
You suck.
I have 2 words for you.
That was Ryan's brain. That was Ryan's brain.
No, but if I was a betting man and the Colts still have this pick, I would put a lot of money on that they're going to take a corner.
Didn't they sign a corner in the offseason, though?
No,
They re-signed.
they re-signed Kenny Moore,
Okay.
but they re-signed a lot of their own. They've only signed 2 people that wasn't on their team last year. The defensive tackle from Miami and Joe Flacco.
Okay.
So they need secondary help. Bad.
Ooh, is Joe Flacco going to be the starter over Anthony Richardson?
Not a chance.
Maybe after week 5, we'll see.
Maybe I'd say week 3.
We'll see.
All right.
I'm rooting for the boy.
Seattle.
But Flacco is coming for that neck.
I'm telling you what, Flacco said he didn't want to sign with the Browns because he wanted to be the starter. And then he signs with the Colts.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Trying to instigate.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said. Google it if you don't believe me. He said, I'm not going to re-sign with the Browns.
You watch him on McAfee. He is totally fine with being the backup, and just preparing.
He said he's going to help Anthony Richardson.
He's gonna help.
Oh, he already knows he's going to start halfway through the season at least.
Saying all the right things.
Yeah, he's saying exactly what he wants to hear. He already knows, just like the rest of the world knows. Anthony Richardson never plays a full year. He will never play a full year.
He's had only a year.
In the NFL, but even in college and high school, he hasn't played a full year of football.
Where'd he go to college?
He went to Florida.
Just checking.
I'm surprised you know that. Good job.
I've done my research. I have everything against the Colts right now, just to piss you off,
Just
Ryan.
to piss me off.
I have to get you riled up to get you a radio voice, you know?
That's right.
And
We'll see about that.
stuff that I say just to rile you up, just to see if I can't get that nerve to come out and scream at me. One of these times it will.
Instead of making me do it.
You'll get there. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, if Cody didn't have a mic, we'd be a boring podcast.
All right. 16, Seattle.
Seattle, let's see. They have, who's their quarterback right now?
Gino.
Gino they're sticking with. They lost their captain, though, their coach.
They traded for Sam Howell, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that'll be a good combo down there in Seattle. They got DK and Tyler Lockett still.
They lost Bobby Wagner from free agency.
Yeah, but he's 32. So maybe this is where your middle linebacker is going to come into play.
Yeah, maybe. Their top needs are all defense.
So there
That's
it
what
is.
it's looking like. Yeah, defensive tackle, linebacker, then offensive line, edge, and tight end.
Honestly, all those needs can be traded and back. So maybe they trade back and not worry about the first round.
Maybe this is where
capital.
Buffalo trades up to get a receiver that's fallen.
And that could be a very good opportunity. Maybe we trade DeMar Hamlin to Seattle for that pick.
You're looking for bad PR, aren't you? Trade the guy that died out on the field.
Well, the guy that gets on the radio and says, "Hey, I want to retire Pittsburgh Steeler," like, dude, I'm selling your jersey.
Lamar said that?
Yeah.
Let's go. He is a Pittsburgher.
I'm selling his jersey officially now. I'm not happy with that comment.
Well, every jersey you have,
doesn't
they're not
play
on the team no
anyway.
more, so.
Oh, he's not good enough to play right now. He's got to rebuild. I mean, you can't come back from what he just went through and be a star again.
Excuses.
Okay. Excuses.
Go to cardiac arrest and expect me to play
Jacksonville.
If my Uncle Louie can do it, DeMar could.
Here could be a scenario. I've been very low on Trevor Lawrence. I think he's underperformed his whole NFL career. At his potential, he has underperformed.
Okay,
Trevor Lawrence is a quarterback, not a cornerback.
I said quarterback.
I know, but they need a cornerback.
But hear me out. Trade Trevor Lawrence and move up. Get another quarterback.
You were. What is your?
Okay.
Trade Trevor.
Are you jealous of his hair or something?
No.
What is your problem with this man?
All right,
I just don't think he's that good. I think he's overrated. I think he got on a bad team when he first came out, and he's still on the team, which is fine.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you think Trevor Lawrence is the worst quarterback in that division?
No, the Tennessee quarterback, 'cause I don't even remember his name.
Will Levis?
Yeah.
So do you think he's
It's
the
Levi's.
Levi's? So would you rather have Andy
think he's
Richardson or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, Trevor Lawrence, like, by far. Trevor Lawrence is going to make it through the season.
So, okay, if Anthony Richardson makes it through the season and doesn't get hurt,
Then the world probably will end. I mean, we're probably on the third apocalypse at that point if he makes it through the season.
well, according to theory, it's supposed to end on May 18th, but
What the heck are you reading?
So, all right. So, Jacksonville, what are they going to take this year?
secondary.
Secondary.
So, do they trade back? Because the secondary is not very tight for the first round. Could they trade back?
I've heard there are some good corners.
This is a pretty good secondary draft, so, I mean, they might.
Okay. It depends on how many people take a secondary in the.
17 picks in. We'll see how it shakes up.
Maybe Chicago takes that as a first draft, a cornerback for the first pick.
How about, I don't want to hear talk of Chicago the rest of the day.
Okay, fine.
Episode.
All right. The Bengals. The Bengals need a wide receiver because T. Higgins is leaving and Tyler Boyd is leaving.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
but
trade
not
up with
this season.
You don't
maybe the
think so?
Bengals trade up with Chicago.
You can't say Chicago. Cody just said you're not allowed to say Chicago.
No, in all seriousness, though, the Bengals lost 2 receivers, or they're going to lose 2 receivers because T. Higgins went out.
They also need offensive line help bad, so this could be the first offensive lineman off the board
They have 10 picks.
this year.
Yep. And then this is saying defensive tackle, corner, offensive line, and a punter.
Ooh, they're gonna draft a punter this year.
Not in the first round.
Chicago drafts a punter. Sorry.
We select Pat McAfee with the first overall pick in the 2024
They might get some more draft picks with trading T. Higgins.
Yeah.
They got 10 already.
I mean, he could be part of a draft day
blockbuster.
trade.
I don't think they're trying to get rid of him right now.
He wants out. He
wants
literally
out,
said, "I
yeah.
want out of Cincinnati." He got the franchise tag and was like, "Trade me."
He got PO'd when they gave him the franchise tag. So
I think I do remember that, actually. I'm tired of seeing all these Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase tagging up and Cincy stuff.
How cool would that be, though?
It'd be sweet.
since he can't
Okay.
afford it,
If they
Joe
can't-
Burr.
If they trade right, they could afford it. If they did it right, they could afford it.
But then they got to pay Jamar.
they got paid Jamar, they got paid Jefferson because
Look,
Jefferson's contract's coming up too.
You go to Jamar and say, "Hey,
And Joe B's the number 1 in the league, right? The highest paid player is Joe B, right?
that's Patrick Mahomes."
No,
No,
it's not.
not anymore. After Joey Burrow, I'm pretty sure.
There's 3 or 4 people who's making more than Mahomes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Burrow. Burrow's not 1, he's 2. He's up there.
But anyway, as far as them picking, I don't think they're going to go for a receiver.
No, maybe not. Maybe they'll hit their defenses,
Unless they trade
their
up.
defensive end or cornerback. And then we got the Rams. Let's go to the Rams.
Replace Aaron Donald
Yeah, that's going to be hard to do.
Yep.
/ possibly quarterback if there's a leftovers.
Honestly, is this the opportunity for the Rams to rebuild this year because Aaron Donald retired and Matt Stafford's getting old?
Honestly, I could see.
Garoppolo's the backup.
Cooper
They have
Kupp keeps
good-
getting hurt.
But they still got Puka.
Do you think this is a spot for Penix?
I
Ooh,
mean,
actually, that's not a bad late pick if he's available by then.
that's what I'm saying if it's available. But I think they're
Penix could be 11, 12, or 13, to be honest with you.
no for sure.
Because Stafford's what, 34? 35?
I don't know.
He's up there in age.
36, I think.
He's up there in age, so.
He throws better than 90% of the league right now with a broken rib. So it's like,
Yeah, he had a pretty good season last year. Their offense is, I think their offense is
Yeah,
set.
I think they're going to go defense.
yep, they kind of have to. Their defense is going to struggle. All right, moving on to the Steelers is the 20th pick. Steelers got their quarterback, which
They got 4 of them.
Yeah, that whole situation is weird. Because if you don't pick up Justin Fields fifth-year contract. He's a free agent at the end of the year.
They got running backs.
So you either
They stole Justin Fields from that city I'm not allowed to say.
They also stole Russell Wilson. I mean, they're paying these these great quarterbacks next to nothing.
Right.
Which is great for the wide receiving core and all the defense that they need to sign.
They lost Deontay Johnson, so they could probably use some receiver help.
Yep. They could even grab Odell Beckham Jr. off of free agency.
Yeah. This is looking like offensive line, top tackle.
If T.J. Watt stays healthy, their defense is going to be pretty
T.J. Watt's not going to stay healthy all year round. He'll miss 2 or 3 games.
He's still going to be impactful on that.
Don't you put that evil on him, Ricky Bobby?
He misses 2 or 3 games every year.
You know how I feel about the Steelers.
Because he plays so dang hard.
Miami's almost all fully built. I don't know exactly what Miami would need, other than maybe offense or defensive line.
They got rid of their entire defense.
Yeah, Christian Wilkins is gone.
They got Jordan Poyer.
Xavier Howard's gone.
Woohoo!
They need defensive help.
Yeah, they do. But they got Jordan Poyer.
Is this a contract year for Tua? Is this?
Oh, he's playing for his life this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a contract year for Tua.
I don't think he's if he doesn't make the playoffs or doesn't win the division this year. Okay, and I'm going to be very hard on the Dolphins right now. If they don't win the division this year, Tua does not come back as a Dolphin next year.
Well, this is the year to do it. You got
Send him to
the Bills
Minnesota.
are down.
Yeah, the Bills are way down. The Jets
Aaron
are
Rodgers
struggling.
is coming off an injury.
And
this is the year.
New England, nobody likes and nobody wants to go there, so they're looking like the favorite to win the East. And if they don't, which they should have won it last year,
Yeah.
and they didn't, they choked with 6 games left. They lost 5 out of 6 or 5 out of 7, and they gave it up to the Bills. Now, the Bills could still be a strong team. They're all on board in the locker room. They're all on the same page. That could be dangerous in Buffalo if you have a whole team on the same page with Josh Allen.
The Jets got better.
The Jets got better, but the Bills are not getting better on paper. That doesn't mean we're not going to perform well. But the Dolphins on paper are the best team right now in the East.
On paper, yes.
I would say the Jets.
On paper?
Yeah.
I'd take Miami over the Jets.
They have a number 1 defense. Their offense has studs.
Yeah,
I mean,
the offense has holes, and they're not all used to playing well with each other. Now, I don't disagree with what you're saying.
The Jets and Dolphins are
their
close.
offense is young.
They're close, but
Minus their quarterback.
Right, but that's...
I mean, it's a huge step up. You going from Zach Wilson to Aaron Rodgers.
I mean...
Yeah, but if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, his injury
He's
from
only had
last
this
year,
twice in his career. Maybe 2 or 3 times.
But now he's, 34, 35 years old?
Aaron Rodgers?
He's 39.
39.
Okay. 39 coming back from that type of injury, you're going to play a little scared. You're going to play a little, shaky.
We'll see.
I don't think he's going
I
to be
think they're the
same
best
Aaron
team in that
Rodgers.
division.
Well, if the Jets were to playoff push last year, he would have came back last year. But
Yeah.
since they're eliminated, he didn't come back.
Yeah. I think they're the best team.
I think it's, like I said, I think it's super close
and I think
between
Miami needs to get defense.
Yeah, Miami definitely needs to get defense. We'll see how this all plays out. We'll have to do a ranking after the draft of top of each division.
Because the Bills are the 3rd-ranked team in that division.
Anthony Richardson sucks. All right, to the Eagles.
Linebacker, safety, running back, receiver.
Yeah, they lost their running back. This could be a running back pick, 1st round.
Or linebacker. Safety.
I'm not saying this pick, but they also got to replace Kelsey.
Their center.
They kind of already did. If they've made one of their offensive linemen one of the highest paid.
Mitch Morrison went to Jacksonville. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
What was I going to say about the Eagles? Oh, the tush push is no longer going to be a thing.
That's not true.
That's
That's literally not true.
Kelsey's the man.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's still legal, but
Yeah.
Kelsey, I mean,
They're going to pick some big white, put him in there, and shove his ass.
Jalen Hurts has fucking strong-ass legs. You ever seen him do some squats?
No, I don't Google that on a daily basis. Right?
It's crazy.
I just imagine Ryan on the couch. Oh, yeah, shove him.
Him and
Shove him.
And you got Saquon Barkley pushing him.
Oh, yeah, Saquon.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Saquon went there.
They ain't picking no running back.
They don't need no running back. Who said that? It's stupid. Vikings. This will probably be a traded pick. Oh.
Might be part of the deal.
I bet you 11 and 23, they move up. Yep, they're losing their first 2 picks to move up.
We'll see.
Welcome J.J. McCarthy to the Minnesota Vikings.
We'll see if we can't get someone at 11. That'd be pretty sweet.
That's true.
I think
if a trade would go through.
I think Arizona and Minnesota are going to pull a draft day trade.
Arizona has another late draft pick in the first round too. All right, next is Dallas. They slept through free agency.
They're all in, remember?
Oh yeah, they're all in.
That's what Jerry Jones said. We're all in.
We're all in for a Super Bowl. He's been saying that every year. You keep signing Dak, so you're not all in for a Super Bowl.
Running back.
They definitely need a running back.
They haven't gave Dak an extension yet, so he might touch free agency next year.
They need another wide receiver, I think, or a tight end.
Yeah, Michael Gallup's gone.
Yep. Michael Gallup's still a free agent. He could come back.
Maybe under a cheaper contract.
They lost Tyron Smith, their left tackle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need offensive line.
They lost their center.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Did not know that.
They lost a lot.
And they lost like 4 defensive linemen.
Maybe they can get that 6'4" receiver from Florida State.
Offense or defensive line.
Yep. But they're kind of like the Bears when they draft. They might just draft a running back for fun.
Yeah.
We really don't know what the Cowboys are going to do.
Who is their starting running back since
They
Pollard's gone? They don't
as far
really
as
have
I know,
one.
they didn't sign anybody in free agency, and they lost Pollard. So
Yeah.
I don't think you wasted on the first round draft, but maybe you do because nobody else is going to take a running back until about now.
I don't think a running back's going to get drafted in the first round. That's just my opinion.
I mean, you do have some franchises that don't know how to draft, so I don't know if I could agree with you on that one. All right, Green Bay. They need a running back. They just lost Aaron Jones.
Yeah, because they signed Josh Jacobs.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, why do I keep forgetting about Josh Jacobs?
They don't need a running back.
Put some respect on that man's name.
I'm sorry, I forgot about Josh Jacobs. Then they got to go defensive backs.
They lost their one safety too. I forget his name. The one
Rasul Douglas.
The one that's married to Simone Biles.
I don't know. Douglas went to Buffalo last year, halfway through the season.
No, the one safety that's married to the gymnast went to Chicago. I don't remember his name.
See, you're giving me a clue that doesn't matter. Oh, the one that wore leggings to practice and did squats next to Dak Prescott.
You know who Simone Biles is, don't you?
I know of the name.
The American gymnast?
Yeah.
Her husband used to be the corner for the – I can't remember his name. He used to be the corner for the –
Google it. You got a phone right next to you.
For the Packers.
And then he went to Chicago.
Oh,
Nobody
he's in Chicago? You can't say Chicago. What are you doing?
I didn't.
Put it in the jar.
We're going to have this instead of a swear jar, it's going to be a Chicago jar.
The Chicago jar. All right. They do need defensive backs and defensive linemen.
Yeah.
So that's easy. Tampa Bay. They got Baker back. Or they're going to get Baker back. I think
they got him.
did. Okay.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans stayed. Who's their running back?
Is Godwin still there?
White.
Godwin's still there as far as I know.
Yeah, they haven't lost very many pieces on offense.
No, this could be an Odell Beckham signing and then a defensive draft for them. The Cardinals could use this as trade bait here and move up or back, depending on what they do at 3 or at 4. What do you think, Ryan? Are you still looking that up?
Yeah, it's Jonathan Owens. Yeah, he was with Green Bay. He's a safety. He's a decent safety, so. Oh, what did you ask me about?
The Cardinals, their 27th pick. Do they trade back? Do they make this a trade with another pick going forward? Like maybe they talk to Minnesota about getting 2 first-round picks and giving this pick for Kyle Murray.
Well, I think it's really how the draft falls. I think if they get the right pick, the right package sent to them, it doesn't matter who's available. They'll take it. But they need help, a lot of help. So I think they'll have to take this pick unless they get swept away with it.
Yep. Bills at 28 obviously has to be a wide receiver or defense, anything defense.
I don't think the Bills are going to pick at 28. I think they're going to be higher.
You think they're moving up?
I think they will.
I think they have to, depending on what wide receivers are left, if they can make a deal. If not, the Bills have never really drafted an offensive person except a quarterback in the first round. It's always been defense.
Yeah, for last decade?
I think C.J. Spiller was their last offensive first-round pick, or Sammy Watkins. I can't remember.
Josh Allen was the third?
Third, yep.
Third pick? And then we get to Detroit.
I think this is the most complete team right now. They're just picking up backups at this point.
Picking up some talent for the future.
Yep.
Everybody thought they were crazy for taking Gibbs last year. And
I didn't think so.
I think they're just going to pick the best available player.
Yeah, they don't really need anything, do they?
I mean, they're pretty set. They should have been in the Super Bowl, but they...
Do you think they're going to try to pick their backup quarterback or their next future quarterback?
No, I think they'll get defense.
Defense?
They already have their future quarterback. They picked him last year.
Yeah, I mean...
Hooker.
Yeah, that's right.
And it did lose Gardner Johnson.
Oh, I wanted him so bad. But now he's gotten to sit. God. We're screwed.
Skull. Sad skull.
Sad skull.
All right, the last 3 picks, you got the Ravens, 49ers, and Chiefs.
Pretty, 3 complete teams.
I don't know. I think the Ravens need a wide receiver.
They did lose Beckham, but he didn't do much.
No, but...
They got Zay Flowers. But
maybe they need to trade up and get Brock Bowers and get a tight end.
They got Mark Andrews.
And Isaiah Likely.
Isaiah
you
Likely.
watch football?
I do. But do you know how many times Mark Andrews getting up there? Like, you got to consider replacing
Isaiah Likely.
He was pretty good.
Wasn't last
And he was a rookie, wasn't he?
No. This is his 3rd or 4th year.
Wasn't last year the first time Mark Andrews got hurt?
Yeah.
No. Not well, taken out for a couple games, yes, maybe, but
he's been pretty consistent.
He gets banged up easily on plays, but again, as a tight end, you're getting hit in the knees, you're getting hit in the feet. Like,
they also have 9 picks apparently.
Oh, nice. Good for the Ravens. This could be, I think, a wide receiver spotting or even a defense. Yeah, offensive lineman.
Defensive lineman. Yeah.
Honestly, if they boost their offensive lineman, you don't need wide receivers on this team.
Well, they
just re-signed Kyle Van Noy for 2 years.
Okay.
Pick up an offensive lineman and block for Derrick Henry.
And start the option process. This could be the team that brings back the option play. Yeah!
That'd be sweet.
Lamar.
That'd be terrifying.
That'd be terrifying for anybody.
God.
Just
like, am I going to break my ankles or am I going to get my head knocked off my body?
Right.
With their who's their, they use a fullback. Who's their dang fullback?
Ricard.
Jesus. If they do get a line, oh my God. And then Mark Andrews big, and freaking Likely's big.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a physical game when you play the Ravens.
God, and their deep, bro. The Ravens.
We just hyped him up for the Ravens.
I've always liked the Ravens and the Steelers, but
I'm not gonna lie though, that option play with Lamar and Derrick Henry, that could be the scariest thing in the world. Like, think about it, if you're on defense.
Oh, and they just picked up
and you have
on defense.
They're running their option, and you have to pick to tackle Lamar or tackle Derrick Henry. Who are you going to pick? Yeah, or Ricard in the option.
You're going to bust out the triple option? Or? What are they, Army?
I'm telling you, man, that could be a very scary pick. And then, I mean, you hit Lamar, you're going to eventually get hurt because that dude's a brick wall. Derrick Henry's a brick wall. But either way, that's just... that's insane.
They're a Super Bowl contender for sure.
Yep.
What do you think about the 49ers, Ben?
They need a lot of help. Ayuk's leaving. This could be where they trade Ayuk to move up.
Ayuk, yeah, he's not happy right now.
No, he's not. I think Brock Purdy is getting to be a good quarterback for San Francisco, but I don't think that he's their lifelong guy.
Cody's got something to say.
He's not their lifelong
He's lost
guy.
like 3 games in his career.
Big games.
Well, to be fair, he got hurt like the first play of the NFC Championship game 2 years ago. So,
Yeah, I mean...
he didn't really lose that game.
That's his fault, Ryan.
No, he didn't lose. He hasn't lost any game. It's just he's just not that.
Him and Trevor Lawrence are pretty much the same person, Ryan.
Pretty much, you're about right. They're
Wow.
about just as low as they could be on a good team. You put them on any other team, they're not
They're
making.
about as unique as a jar of mayonnaise, Ryan.
Depends on the mayonnaise. There's some really unique mayonnaises out there.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Do the 49ers get back to the Super Bowl next year?
Nope. They might not even win their division next year.
Think the Rams are going to win it?
Potentially.
With the loss of Aaron Donald.
I mean, defense isn't always that important, but yeah.
Seahawks, and who's the other one? Oh, Cardinals.
Arizona.
I think the Niners might be just
Seattle
fine.
Seattle might win it, to be honest with you.
I think the Niners are going to be just fine.
You want to make another bet on that?
We'll see.
Before his draft.
Not before the draft. No, there's something.
Because I'll bet you right now
the
the 49ers win that division.
If you get a DK Metcalf jersey, then yes, I'll take that.
DK Metcalf's gets traded to the Niners right after the bet.
The only reason I thought Michael Pittman was going to get taken is because he got a jersey this year. I was like, nope, he's gone. I bought 5 jerseys for the Bills this year, and all 5 guys left. 5 jerseys.
Why don't buy jerseys? You just get a custom one that says Big Ben on your back.
That would be Buffalo Ben.
Buffalo Ben.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
So we got one more team left, Ben. And
we don't.
The
need to talk
defending
about it.
Super Bowl champions.
It's buddy. I hope Rashid Rice is gonna be okay.
They're gonna draft Drake.
Just keep Rice out of a Lamborghini.
Oh my God!
They're gonna draft Drake.
The 6 gun? Champagne Poppy?
Yeah, Champagne Poppy, and they're gonna turn the NFL into an orchestra.
That'd be sick.
So what's your on Rashid Rice since he got in
I
that
think
wreck?
he needs to go date Beyonce, get himself out of jail.
Beyonce's
We're not gonna get a real answer out of Ben.
We are not. We're not.
No, Rashid Rice he'll be all right. He'll probably be suspended 6 games.
I hope not.
But even with Rashid Rice, they need a receiver.
Well, they kind of proved that you don't
pick
need.
up somebody.
No.
They just proved that you don't need a number 1 wide receiver to play.
I'm not saying they don't need a number 1. I'm saying they need a receiver because Rice is really the only one they got. They got a couple slot guys, but
I mean, Juju's not bad. He just couldn't catch for some reason last year. Juju's not on the team anymore, is he?
no.
Who
He's
else
in New
is on
England.
that team?
They had Watson. I forget his first name. Justin
They
Watson.
added Hollywood Brown
Oh yeah,
They did?
and Rashid
yeah.
Rice, and they signed that rugby 4-3 guy.
The rugby guy, huh?
Who was the one that caught the winning touchdown this year?
That was McCole Hardman.
And he signed back with them.
I think they might, and their defense is good. Maybe a running back.
They got Pacheco.
I know, but and Clyde.
They just re-signed.
Clyde Edwards.
They just
I think
re-signed Edwards-Helaire. So
Snead's not coming back to Kansas City,
That's true.
Snead just got traded.
so they need a cornerback.
They need a corner. Snead went to the Titans.
Titans might get second in this division. Colts might get 4th again.
And with that has been Mom Basement NFL Draft Spectacular.
If you didn't, you
I
guys
just
can't see that,
twitched.
but I just gave Ben the evilest look.
We'll talk about that in the next episodes, but after the draft. All right, everybody, thank you for listening to this episode of Mom's Basement. We'll see you next time. Sad skull.